What's happening, sickos? Welcome back to GoreCore Reacts and Reviews. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you for tuning in once again. Of course, if you're new to the channel, welcome. So today we're going to have another music reaction, and today we are checking out the band Coffin. We're going to check out their song and video for the track Porkchop Express that comes off of their upcoming album, Big Trouble. This is due out on April 25th through Listenable Records. I've never heard these guys before, but I do know the vocalist of this band is Sven from Aborted, who I'm a big fan of. There's a member from the band Lang Chi, who I remember listening to many years ago. I'm not super familiar with their stuff and can't recall it that well, but I do remember it being quite grindy and extreme, so I expect that from this project. And there is guest vocalist from Julien, the vocalist of Benighted. Again, another sick band that I'm a big fan of, so I'm definitely interested to see what we're getting here. Apparently, this is a tribute to action movies of the 80s and 90s, and I grew up on all that stuff. I used to be a huge Schwarzenegger fan and Stallone and Van Damme and all that good stuff, so I'm curious to see what they're doing with this. But yeah, let's jump into it and see what they got for us. Yep, it's brutal. Oh, yeah. And there we have it. That's my first time checking out Coffin with their track Porkchop Express. I definitely enjoyed this. Pretty much falls in line with what I was expecting given who was involved with this band. It's definitely super brutal and sick, but we got some awesome breakdowns in there that just made you want to headbang and break stuff. So great stuff across the board. Musicians are absolutely killing it here. The drums are super sick, very tightly played, suiting to the music. The guitar and bass work is absolutely heavy and disgusting. They brought the intensity. The vocals, of course, are fantastic. I'm a fan of Aborted. And when you hear Sven's vocals, you know it's him. He's got a very characteristic voice, so I think that's great. But at the same time, I think you could maybe put this on and then throw on an aborted song, and to somebody without trained ears, probably would just think it was the same band. But again, I guess you can say that about a lot of extreme music. For those of us who listen to it, we can pick up the nuances and notice a little bit of differences here, but there's still similar traits as well. But nonetheless, it was absolutely killer. Definitely loving it. Now, based off of just listening to this, I wouldn't guess that it was about action movies. I would definitely have to read the lyrics to be familiar with it, but I love that they're doing that because, again, I'm a fan of that stuff. I grew up on it, so I think that's great. As far as the video goes, you know, it was just band footage, but it looks professional. It was very nicely done, so I can't knock them for that. Again, it's all about getting your music out there, and this sounded fantastic. The production on this was absolutely killer. Now, I'm not exactly sure where the moments of Julien from Benighted were in this. There was one moment that I heard some high vocals in there that didn't sound like Sven, so I'm guessing that was him. I'll have to listen to this again to really try to pick that out, but nonetheless, I thought this was great. So if you enjoyed this, keep on top of these guys. I don't know if they're brand new, if they've been around for a while. I'm just discovering this now. I really don't know anything about this band. It just kind of popped up randomly, and I saw that Sven was involved, and I was like, I'm going to check this out. So if they have other material, I'd recommend go and check that out. I'm going to do that myself, of course, and of course, if you enjoy them, support them like any band that you enjoy. Of course, if you have a moment to help support this channel, then please subscribe. It helps the channel grow. And pay all that like button. And if you'd like to get our future updates, stab the notification bell down below for that. Also, don't forget about those socials down below. You can follow me on all the major platforms. The original link is down below. And if you'd like to check out my band, Dagger, we also play very noisy stuff. A little bit different than this, falls in the symphonic deathcore kind of realm. But if you take the time to listen to something, I'd be happy to get some feedback from you. But thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of your support and I hope everybody has a killer day. Cheers, everybody. Stay sick.